Is it on?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to episode 31. I'm Phil Murphy, and I'm restoring a boat that is taking absolutely donkey's years to do. In fact, it's probably the biggest and longest restoration in the world. A Nauticus 27 foot called Destiny. I'll meet you on deck. Johnny boy, get that music rolling. Before we go on deck, I need to show you something. I'm quite proud of this, you know. I'm well known for being a hoarder, and on this occasion I'm going to pat myself on the back. And why? Because, do you remember that piece? That came from here. An old bit of hardwood. And I had a premonition, or should I say, it wasn't a premonition, I had a thought one night, and I thought, I wonder if I could use some of the solid bits of it to make a sort of a frame to make it look good up on deck, and I'll show you what I mean. So let's go and have a look, because it's finished. This triangular bit that we were chatting about in episode 30, that's virtually complete now, and it's on the boat. So I'm going to show you what I did. So I just thought I'd show you that. So this window is, these brackets are in place, they just need nipping up. I've made some gaskets to go inside so it'll help look after the windows, but just focus on that middle bit. As you can see, we've got a nice sturdy frame. Glass is in the middle. I've made a little aluminium sort of area here just to sort out the edge of the glass. I've put a framework because as you can see, the centre of the boat, there's like a fiberglass moulding holding these two sections of the boat all the way down to the front of the roof. So I didn't really want to disturb that, nor did I actually want to drill into them, because it is part of the boat itself, and I think if I started drilling into it, you could end up with cracks in it. So then I came up with the idea of Velcro. Now I've seen a lot of YouTubers use Velcro, and I've managed to find some industrious stuff, and I've basically put 2 strips of Velcro underneath the salvaged hardwood, which I think actually looks pretty nice there, to be honest. And it is genuinely, I mean, obviously you can't tell, but trust me, there's no way that's moving unless I want to take it off, which is the key thing with this window. Everything has to be able to unbolt, but on the other side of the coin, it's got to be strong, because it's got to take the UK weather. And actually, even though I've not got any side windows in at the moment, and this isn't bolted together, trust me, this is pretty solid now. So I'm really chuffed, and I think aesthetically as well, it looks nautical. So I'm really chuffed with the way that it looks. Some people might not like it, but do you know what? I think that's good. And the fact that I can see all the way through both sides doesn't really dominate this window. So that's what's taken all the time, and I'm happy, but I've got to see the back of it, I can tell you. But there we go. That's one little bit sorted. I'm just going to put the gaskets into here, tighten these up, and then I'm going to concentrate on these 2 side pieces. So that's the next bit you're going to get to see. Okay, remember when I was chatting to you about gaskets and weather protection and stuff like that? This is where this is going to come into play. So at the moment, my theory is, and I'm not 100%, I don't know at this stage how I'm going to fix this central bit, which you're going to see, obviously. Well, you probably can see it in shot now. But this, I'm thinking, in order to protect the metal or the paintwork, I'm thinking something like that can go down the middle. like so. In fact, if I do it like that, and then move that way a bit, like so, you get the idea. I'll probably have it extending so it flaps this way a bit, but getting something like, I don't know, a piece. Oh, by the way, I am ordering this bending machine thing because this is what I need it for. I need obviously a wider piece of metal of some form, maybe a decent thickness of aluminium to go over here, so then it finishes these two off. And the idea is I'll probably put a gasket on this side and a gasket on that side, and then I will come up with an idea of maybe screwing it to something on this other side, so then it sandwiches and then it creates a seal so water can't get in. So that's my theory. But overall, from the front, I think that looks pretty good, don't you? So I'll leave you with that, and I'll go down there and I'll start another job, and you'll join me very shortly. Yeah, before I disappear, you've spotted it, haven't you? You've spotted that red thing over there. Well, some of you were right, absolutely. In fact, none of you were wrong, the ones that commented. You're quite right. That steel is there for one purpose only, and that is to lift that 4108 Perkins diesel engine. And the reason for that is because we need to get underneath that engine, because we need to check the sump, because it's known that a 4108 diesel tends to corrode from the underneath. So it could be the oil filter, or it could be the gasket or something like that, because it clearly leaked a lot of oil, because I've got a sump over there on that bench full of oil, and that's come from somewhere. So we need to pull that engine up, and we need to check the beds where the engine bolts to, and then make it good, because originally that was the problem of it being lined up. So we are on the move, and we are forward thinking at this time. So yeah, that somewhere down the episodes is going to be the next phase of sorting this restoration out. So well done to you guys that knew, and thanks to Warings once again for doing the job. It's going to make our lives a lot easier. So I'll go down.